Okay, maybe it's just me, but it definitely feels like the Chainsaw Man anime has really made something that felt a little vague in the manga extremely obvious in the Chainsaw Man anime, dog. Like, it just straight up feels up and down like, wow, all of the radars are going off like, wheel, 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 wheel. Because certain characters, especially after episode 11 of Chainsaw Man, are really starting to look just a little bit sus, mate. Just a smidge sus in terms of their motives, actions, and just in general more of the absolute insanity that is Chainsaw Man with episode 11. I can't even believe, oh my god, people, next week we've hit the finale for the first Cour. Meaning we will have to wait months until the next episode of Chainsaw Man, for those that don't understand. But at the very least, while we have it, dog, it's slapping, because you got stuff like, yo, Aki, and everything that he's going through, starting off the episode yet again with fulfilling the deal that he wanted to make with the Future Devil, as if Aki's problems wasn't already bad enough. And this is really diving into Aki's character arc even further of he made his choice. Like, he even listened and heard that Himeno really wanted him to quit and live a good life, but with Himeno gone, his response to that trauma, that traumatic event of losing somebody that you really care about, with, alright, dog, I only got a little bit of time left anyways, I got 2 years, I'm gonna go all the way in. And he links with the Future Devil, which, yo, what the hell was going on with the Future Devil? I don't really remember that. I'm sure it was straight up from the manga, but homie was a little bit kooky, a little bit wacky. It's like, you can see the future and you're just a goofball? Okay then. But Aki basically gives him a look into Aki's future, the Future Devil, and essentially he strikes a deal with Aki because apparently his death is going to be so freaking magnificent, awesome, that he don't want to miss it. So he's like, yo, dog, let me chill out in your right eye, which is very strange. This giant beast is going to be inside of Aki's right eye. So when your untimely demise goes down, I could bear witness to it. And in exchange, we'll make a contract. And apparently later on in the episode it's revealed that Aki could see a little bit into the future by using the Future Devil's powers. So you think about it, between the whole fox and then the Future Devil, although I don't know, can Aki still use the fox? I forget. Either way, he is kind of broken to a certain degree. Granted, again, he gotta move quick, but he's kind of broken. He better get that gun devil ASAP. Then on the other side of things, you got a really twisted and weird story of Makima meeting up with Kishibe, because Kishibe, of course, he's continuing to train Denji and Power. And I love the fact that Kishibe even himself has to admit, like, yo, I'm not used to really getting attached. You know, I don't get attached. I look at these people as toys, but maybe it's my old age. I'm actually starting to grow fond of these little rascals, so to speak. And yeah, rightfully so, the relationship between Denji, Power, and Kishibe is really just, I don't know, enjoyable to watch, and it feels like kind of wholesome to a certain degree, despite the fact that this is an absolute maddening series. But one of the things that was pointed out that feels really, really dead on the nose, and in the manga, I didn't really feel this way of Makima, and granted, it's not that the anime is per se changing things, it's just the way things are flowing, and maybe all of the tone, and the way things are being delivered, that Makima just, my god, with this episode, I was looking at her like, yo, what are you really up to then, dog? Because while conversating with her, Kishibe is like, yo, I understand people gonna die, some of my peoples is gonna die or whatever, but I'm all for it as long as you're doing this for humanity. The moment humanity's fate and sake is off the table in terms of your, you know, ambition, we ain't rocking like that anymore. And Makima's response and Kishibe's response, I was just like, dog, it feels like a whole war is about to break out at any given second, where Makima pulls out a lie like, oh, I just want to save more people, and Kishibe's like, cap, I'm calling cap. And Makima just smiles. And that whole scene right there, very small, very intimate, just two characters, but it felt immensely impactful. And again, it just feels more obvious that Makima, at the very least, you could throw in is Shady. Like, it feels like legitimately you could tell. And of course, as the episode goes further, I think Shady might be an understatement. Makima is a little bit, you know what I'm saying, thrown off. Although that Seiyu, her voice actress, is just phenomenal and nailing it. It's just so soft, and it's like, dog, is she really like a bad person? Like, what is going on here? Woof woof. Also, a side note, the fact that the Devil Hunter Association already is aware that something was a little off with Makima's attack on the train. Also, the fact that she survived, they figured, they put two and two together. Makima knew about it beforehand. So again, you add all of the breadcrumbs, and at the very least, you could throw the argument Makima is heartless. She's a allowing people to die, treating Denji like a dog, threatening that if you try to leave the hunting division, you're going to be, you know, killed. So yeah, Makima, what's up with you? However, Kishibe is sending in reinforcements, so to speak, the building with the zombies, and you got homie that was partially responsible, you know, was rocking with Katana Man, so to speak, when the whole attack went down. That inevitably left us losing our favorite eye patch Chan, Himeno! Legitimately, that episode still gives me chills, man. That was incredible. After a certain point, you gotta ask, when it comes to Kishibe training Denji and Power, well, what is he training them for? If he has a big distrust in Makima, is there something more to it? Was it that whole situation with the train that put her on his radar to begin with? Like, why is Kishibe putting these two through the ringer, which are technically really strong, and it looks like we gotta start gathering up strength for whatever the hell's to come, if it's the Gun Devil or whatever, but definitely makes you question Kishibe's motives of kind of, you know, obliging with what Makima wants him to do in training these two. If he distrusts her, he might be looking at the situation from a different perspective, and then again, considering somebody deadly like Makima is the one involved, he probably might be looking at it from even a protector standpoint at this point, because even though he has his problems with devils and fiends and all that stuff, he did admit that he's starting to grow fond of Power and Denji, both of those knuckleheads. But here is where we get introduced to characters that I've been dying to see hit the anime from the manga, like homie that is a shark fiend, you got the angel, and then you got the other shorty that I believe she's either a straight up devil or she's a fiend that, yeah, I don't know, a little twisted, but either way, some very big plays and very big introductions to some characters that, yeah, they're gonna be pretty important and are also a fan favorite, a riot, and just in general, though. We got the shark in the house. And if everything I just told you wasn't enough to make you look at Makima a little bit like, yo, dog, she's kind of sus, she then meets with some Yakuza who think initially she's trying to get them like, yo, dog, work with us, you know what I'm saying? We need your help. And they're like, we ain't gonna snitch, you know what I'm saying? We don't bend, we don't fold, we don't break is the motto that they was trying to run with, until Makima's like, well, kind of got a present, and initially they're like, oh, bribes, we don't care about no bribes. She's like, this is the eyes of all the people you love and care about in this bag. I am a badass. Because Makima certifies and stamps that she is unfuckwittable in this episode, when she basically takes down even some Yakuza, and also introduces us to the idea that Makima definitely ain't just a regular person, regular human. Something is off with her. She either has to be one of three things: a fiend like Power, a regular devil that is just really good in disguise, or whatever the hell you classify Denji as, because she's making people bleed through their nose and pass out just by being next to them, and it seems to be at will. What the hell is going on here, fam? Like, I was just blown away. I don't know which one I liked more, that part of the story with Makima and all her devious little adventures, so to speak, or then after that, Aki making his way to get some revenge. And damn, Makima's even a part of that, because you start seeing some of the gangsters falling, and then you see Makima at the end with his sword. It's just so crazy. But you know, Aki right now, he just has so much hatred and anger within him attacking, because, dog, he's right now on 10 when it comes to, I really freaking hate these devils, and it doesn't look like it's going too well for him, because homie's getting choked out by the end of the episode. In all honesty, this episode of Chainsaw Man, yet again, maybe you could throw the argument a lot of setups, but all the setups were very well done. It feels like the tone of the anime is really pushing forth that, yo, dog, we just in the beginning stages right now, dog. We still dealing with this whole Katana situation that we have no idea if it's connected to the attacks on Makima and everything else that's going on. It just feels like absolute chaos, and next week is the finale. Thankfully, it's just the finale of the first Cour, but still. But I'm definitely curious what you guys think in terms of what's up with Makima. Is Makima a devil? Is she a fiend? Is she whatever the hell Denji is? What is her motives at this particular point? Because clearly, Kishibe said, you cap, dog, you ain't here for humanity. So what is she really there after? Is she some sort of apostle here to try and save or help devils, and she's just masquerading as a devil hunter? Or is she completely selfish? Maybe it's as simple as she wants the bag, because this episode emphasized that people still gotta get paid at the end of the day, so it could be as simple as that. Or maybe she is righteous, who knows? Maybe there's a underlining, really justified goal of why Makima is doing all of this, and we'll see in due time. Shh. Makima's listening. And your overall thoughts and expectations for Chainsaw Man with episode 12, the finale, and beyond. I ain't gonna lie, it just keeps on busting, dog. I told y'all years ago, Chainsaw Man in this episode yet again, man. Art, animation, music, that new ending, though. Oh my god, I need the Chainsaw Man soundtrack album right now. So laugh for this one. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more because, yeah, we got the finale next week, and we always talking anime and manga here, baby. Chainsaw Man, yeah!